But you're so right. We had such a family feel about us, even though we were going through so much, all of us, whether it was relationships or China with her antics, with her hormone pills not being delivered on time, and she was freaking out, and then April worried about her, whatever she was doing in Detroit, or whatever the situation was. We all were like a family. April getting up, cooking for us in the mornings. We have an amazing day together. We're sitting around talking, laughing, hanging out on the beach with the two guys from below us, the two
Yes,
airline pilots.
yes,
It
yes.
was oh, it was really was like a family thing.
Even the stroll from going to work and coming
Mm-hmm.
back at night, and we'll have what I call this the island stray dogs. And you guys, every time I keep hearing you guys about concerned about the dogs, and I'm like, why are they concerned? We so used to dogs running all over the place. I had no clue that you guys. I had no clue that that's not something you all are concerned about those things, and whatnot. So we and I remembered April saying they just don't know. And that now that I think back now about it, isn't that so funny that sometimes you look at a situation and you can judge a situation, but there are people who are ignorant and just don't know stuff. We came from big countries that are used to different things, are used to things that are a certain way, and then you come to an island that doesn't have a certain things, amenities, and they don't care for certain things or whatnot, and look at it, and we just don't have any clue about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would laugh up a storm or kick up a someone like, why are they so concerned about these stray dogs? And you and April were like, oh no, we're not having with these stray dogs, we stray dogs. But we had so much fun.
Do you remember when the hurricane and our apartment was flooded?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, girl, and we were all on the
Lights.
couch.
And we were live, so we were all on the couch. I have a photograph of that. I have a picture that I sent that to April, and she
That
was
was the
so
most
happy that
scariest
we
thing
had
because
that.
we couldn't see out to see if the ocean was in. Because those guys who lived below us, the ocean was in their apartment.
Yes, yes. So we had all of these adventures and experiences together that shared, that we shared as a family unit, as a body.
Mm-hmm.
And those times, other people actually become your family. You choose to make other
Mm-hmm.
people your family and whatnot. Even though people moved on, but you do not forget. You
Mm-hmm.
don't forget. The memories become a little bit faded, but there's some things that you just never will forget.
You know, Curtis, the family structure thing you said was so right. We never really argued. We never really fought. We talked amongst each other to try to figure out what was going to happen next. We used to go to L'Aventure, that bar, hang out, have fun. We went to the beach. You were so right. We were such a tight family, and it was so amazing. Really was. It
Yeah.
really was. Lacage was a really good. They had a really good thing there. It's a shame that whatever happened with JD and Michael and all of that drama, but it was more a shame that when you have your cast from another country or from wherever they're from, and you can't pay them, this is a problem. And then two is when you have this group of individuals that you're responsible for
Yes.
on in their
Yes.
safety on this island that is maybe concerning around our sexuality, and mainly with China being a trans woman and April being a trans woman and me, just us as a group of LGBTQ people, period, on an island we're not familiar with LGBT, lifestyles. And I mean,
Exactly.
because we go to any country in the world and act the way we do at home because we feel like we're going to be safe.
Yes, I understand that, and it was a different time and a different era too. So
Hmm.
we're pretty much wrapping up the interview here with what we really wanted to get. But before I go or we go, I want to thank you so much for sending me that documentary. that I believe is the kind of catalyst as to why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Because what I take away from me from that documentary is that here you have a tangible piece of material that is out there that anybody can look at, the young, the old, whatever, and still have a feel and a taste and appreciation for what was and what you all did for the community and what you all did for the foundation, for the groups, for the businesses, and what you all started off. Because I read an article from the late was the Diana Ross from Toronto. What's his name again?
Michelle Ross.
Michelle Ross, and I had no clue that Michelle Ross uh, was so instrumental and revolutionary in terms of all what she did and what he did for drag and as a black Indian individual, moving to Toronto and whatnot. So there's a lot of substance there. So
Well,
I when I
the good thing about all of that is that Michelle was very instrumental with knowing that she came from Jamaica, a place of homophobia, and all of that, and made a great career for herself and lived her life out in Toronto, and done pretty well for herself. Drag did pretty good for Michelle, so she was grateful and thankful for that, and I'm thankful that I got to meet her and work with her many times. Now, you and the island of St. Martin, all of this stuff that you're doing should be in an archives for the LGBTQ community in St. Martin. Right along with the doctors who take care of the HIV patients or whatever it has to do with our community, from social assistance to whatever. This all should be in the archives because you, Curtis, the Lady Mahogany, has contributed to the art of female impersonation or drag. And you made a real impact on the island of St. Martin by joining the cast of LaCage. So you should be very proud of that in general. And I just want to say that I enjoyed meeting you. I enjoyed performing with you and hanging out with you. You were a lot of fun and we learned a lot. And this is life. And it's great that you are alive now to tell the stories of how LaCage made such a great impact on your life and a lot of the other LGBT people in St. Martin and the surrounding